Hello Zenbees. Zentangle is a meditative art form that is a relaxing method of creating abstract art using structured patterns. It teaches and focuses on being mindful and present. Zentangle requires no artistic skills. Hello, I'm Sandhya Manne. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that we will be posting throughout this month of October. Zendalas are the best of Zentangle and Mandala. Welcome to Zendala Joy, 31 days, 31 Zendalas. It's day 20 today and we will be working with string number 4 for today's project. To get your instant free download of the string template, all you have to do is sign up onto my newsletter. The link is in the description. For today's project, I will be working on my white round Zendala tile using my black pen, pencil and stub. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. On to tangling now. So we are on day 20 and today we will be using string number 4. So we are going to reuse this string for today's project. So I've traced my string onto my tile, and to get your string template, all you have to do is sign up onto my newsletter and you will get an instant free download of this string template that has 15 strings which you can reuse, and that's what we are doing. We are reusing the same string which we did previously in this series. Okay, so for today's session I am working with my black Micron 01 and I will be using a thicker tip pen, so a PN or a 08 would do, and your pencil and stub. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so our first tangle is called Rick's Paradox. So we are going to do Rick's Paradox in each of these petals. So we will be working Rick's Paradox in this flower. Okay, so here's how I start. I'm first going to ink my line. So let's go ahead and ink that. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around and ink all of it, so it gives me a good so okay, so I have inked my the center flower. Now let's go ahead and start adding our tangle, which is Rick's Paradox. So I start from this point, this corner, and I slide very gently. I branch out of this first line of this border line. I hit this other side, and then from here I go again very slowly, very carefully, branching out, and I hit that other side. Now from here again I'm going to make sure I'll go gently. So again, now I hit this line, the one that we started, and I stopped it. So now I'm not going to cross this and go over to the border line. Okay, so as soon as I come across the line, I'm going to stop right there. So we're going to repeat this again from that point, and notice I stop right here. So I am going to try and maintain this spacing. It gives a nice finish. to kind of maintain that all around. So again I stop here and I'll go around to the other side. So keep rotating your tile as you go along. It really helps. Okay. So notice how my lines are curving. So because this line goes this way, all my lines are going in this direction. Because this line goes this way, all my lines are going in this direction. And now because this line goes this way, all my lines are kind of going in this direction. So we will maintain that movement. Okay, so there's no more space to go, so I stop right there. Now let's repeat this in the next section. So again I start right here, right on this, and I go about branching out very gently, and then from this point again I kind of branch out, from this point again I kind of branch out. So we're just going along. Like that. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of it. Take your time to do that. Okay, so here's how it looks. My flower in the center that has all of that is filled with Rick's paradox. So I like the way it's kind of twisting and turning. It just looks interesting. So to make it more to kind of make it more interesting, let's enhance this a bit. So I'm gonna add a bit of a black, or add a bit of depth right at the top, like this. So I'm gonna go around and repeat this. So make sure it's nice and smooth. So like that. So go ahead and do that all around. Okay, and then here. I like to just pull out a little V shape there and kind of do the filling, but you can do whatever works for you. So you see this leaves a nice depth there, so I'm going to go ahead and repeat that on all of the rest of my petals. Okay, so here is mine all done, and I love the way it's kind of dancing and moving around. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now let's move on to our next tangle, which we will be adding in this section here. So this is called Vega. It's a border tangle, so we're going to add a border tangle here. So first I am going to ink my border, the lines, and I'm just going to do the other one as well. Okay, like this. So now I'm going to make a line that goes parallel to this. Okay, so notice this side is longer than this side, so we will have to so our band or the border that we're going to do is going to be wider here and shorter here, so it is going to be more like it's going to be reducing as it comes down, and that is how we want it to look. So I'm going to leave a bit of a space, so I'm going to pull out a line that goes till here. Okay, so I pull out a line that goes like this, like a band, and I'm going to repeat the same thing on the top as well, like this, and I'm going to give another aura line really close to that, and I'm going to repeat that here, like that. So now we're going to make Vega inside this space. So Vega goes like this, we pull out two lines like this, and leave some space and repeat that again. So pull out two lines, probably here as well, and then we are going to make lines in the opposite direction, and I try and match it with this and this end, right? So the same thing, I'm going to go ahead and do this here, and I'm going to kind of connect it to that, like that, and this kind of goes like this, and there's not much space to show that. So I have this crisscross happening, and I have this diamond shape here. Okay, so now inside this, but you can do different things inside this, but I am going to add these little half pods. Okay, like that, and here I'm just going to add only on two sides. Okay, and then I go back and add a nice circle that kind of fits into that space, tightly packed in. So this looks like that. Now I am going to go back and add little blacks around the circle wherever there is gaps, so that kind of gives a nice contrast. Now if you don't have space, like I don't have space to add my circle, so I'm just going to ignore that, so don't worry about that. Okay, so that is Vega done. Now this border that we have, I'm going to add lines. It kind of goes like this. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this on this side as well. Okay, so like that. So let's repeat this on the other side as well. One time, I am going to leave a bit of a space here and pull out a line that goes like this. Same thing I do here, leave a bit of a space and pull out a line here. Okay, now I'm going to give order line to this and order line to this. Now I'm going to make my crisscross lines, so I'm just going to add these diagonal lines here, leave some space, and add your next set of diagonal lines. Okay, so now I'm going to go this way, Okay, so I try and match this point so I can get this diamond shape. Okay, so now inside this I am going to add these half pots, and in the corners we just do two sides. That, and now I go back to add circles inside that space. Okay, so then we just go back to add blacks around the circles. Okay, and now I'm going to add those short lines. So you might notice that this is shorter than this or smaller than this. Well, these are hand drawn, so can't be perfect, but I think that just adds to the beauty and makes it more personal. Okay, so let's go ahead and repeat this in the rest of our sections. So here it is, all done. I've finished adding Vega on all the sections. I like the way it looks, almost like a intricately hand woven sari border probably. Okay, so now let's go on to our next section, this part. So we're going to do this tangle called Delys. It's a beautiful tangle. So again we'll start off with inking our line. So let's go ahead with that. Okay, and now I'm just going to mark like halfway like that. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a line from here and give it a curl like that, and same thing I would give it a curl like that. So don't go too wide, we need that V shape. Okay, so like this, and I'm going to repeat the same thing here, and this goes like this, right? Now I'm going to pull out another line that kind of goes like that, and same thing on the other direction. Okay, and again I'm going to do another set of this. Now this is optional. I think the original pattern just has one set of these, but since we have more space here, I wanted to add few more. So we go ahead and do that, and then you can do different things here. You can either make a circle or a V, but I wanted to make an upside down U. I do this, and then I add a circle here, and all of this we're going to fill it up with black, and then I add another element like this, in fact, and then we can go ahead and fill that up with black like that. Okay, now this section I'm going to pull out a line that kind of goes like this and touches this, and then again curls back, right? And I'm going to pull out another line that goes like this. So let's repeat that. this, right? And I'm going to make this slightly darker. So we're just enhancing all of this right now. And okay, so let's just go back and fill the blacks and kind of give it a finish. Okay, so this is done, and I'm going to add circles here. So again, I go back and fill the gaps. Okay, and now I'm just going to make some aura lines, about 5 of these, like that. Okay, so I'm going to fill this one completely, and I'm going to fill this, and I'm going to fill this. So this is just I'm just filling up this section because it's empty, but if you want to do something more interesting, we can go ahead and use the space for that. So I just wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to give some black, so we did 5 of those, and then fill in this corner and alternate with black and white. So okay, so there you go. Now I'm going to repeat this again on the next one. Okay, so let's repeat this now here. I'm going to start with my inking of the line. So I do this, and then I'm just going to kind of mark half point somewhere there, and from the center I pull out a line and curl it up like that, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay. And now I'm going to pull out another line that kind of goes like this, and I do the same thing on this side. Now I'm going to add another element like that. Okay, so now here this space I am just going to give a upside down U, and then add some circles here. Okay, fill the space up, fill the space up. Okay, so all of this is done. Now let's do the center part as well. So I'm going to pull out another line like that, and go ahead, do that. So now I'm going to pull a line that again comes, like touches this and then curls up, so like that, and I kind of connect these two and just make this slightly dark, add some circles here and fill in those gaps. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this here on this side. Okay, and then I make on a line like this, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so I just fill this section black, and then I alternate between black and white. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this on this side as well. One, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so like that. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of it. So here it is, all done. I really like the ornamental look it creates. It's very interesting. Okay, so now we have this final section. Now at this point you can very well finish if you're happy with this, but I really want to go ahead and make it more intricate. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use my Micron Pen and make an aura line here. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm using a thicker tip pen to create this aura line, and then I'm going to make add puffs here, which is more of a ovalish shape, so it's kind of like an oval here. Okay, and of course I'll go back and fill those gaps up with black, those teeny tiny white specks that are showing. So I'm just adding black to fill that up. Now on the top I am again going to add a border, which is kind of going to look like this. Okay, and I'm going to pull out another line, so I'm going to have two lines up there, two V shapes. Okay, and I will be using repeating the same thing here. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to use my thinner tip pen, that is my 01 micron, and I'm going to pull lines like this. Okay, there's no name to this tangle, it's just something I made up right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this all around. Okay, so here it's all done. I like the way this is, it looks filled in, but it's not really very heavy, just has some light lines. So now let's get to shading. Shading is going to be fun for this. So we are going to emphasize on this part here to show that spin that's happening. Okay, so I put my pencil here. Now if you haven't already joined our Facebook group Zendalas, then I invite you to join the group. It's fun happening there. A lot of after the session learning happens there, and it's really nice to see everybody else's works out of this project. So do join our group there, and if you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, then please do like and subscribe. That really helps me. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and kind of gently blending the pencil here. So okay, so now I am also going to go ahead and so now I'm also going to go ahead and add my pencil on this side and this side as well. So let's do that. let's first do only this. So let's go ahead and blend this. Okay, so there it looks like that. Now I'm also going to go back and add my pencil here. Okay, I like the way it really gives beautiful depth, right? So now I am going to put pencil here, or rather pull this line like that. So just going to go over that. Okay. So we will also be blending this out. So I'm not going to do too much of a shading for Vega. This is all we will do. Okay, so I am going to add my pencil here along this and along this, and very gently around this. So just going to pull this up there, and this goes here like this. Okay, so you see that? So we're going to repeat this all around. Okay, so let's just blend this. Okay, so I have done pencil all around, and I like the way the center part is getting lifted out of the tile. Now I'm going to add very little or gentle shading here. Now that's again optional. If you do not want to add anything, you can leave it, but I think that will just make it more interesting. Or if you've tried something else here, you'll have to do shading accordingly. But if you're following me, and if you've done this, then here's what we will be doing. So just add your pencil right next to the curves and gently blend it out, but make sure don't kind of fill the whole thing as gray, which is kind of smoothing this pencil line. That's all we're doing. So there you go. So it gives that nice rounded look. Do you see the difference between that and that? So I'm going to go ahead and do that on all of my sections here. Here it's all done and I like the way it looks. So let's put our initials or put our signatures and finish it. Okay, so I'm going to put my full name here. There. Okay, so now let's journal this. So it is 20th of October 2020 and this is Zendala Joy day 20 and we worked with string number 4, right? And we started off with Tangle paradox in the center, and then we did Vega the border, and then we did the ornamental Delys, and then we just did one random pattern which I just came up right now. So that is our day 20 project, and before I leave I wanted to show you our previous project which we did with the same string. So here it is. This was our previous project and this is our current project. Oh, we can still add black here. I wanted to do that. So just go ahead and add black if you want to. I'm going to finish it with that. So here's two projects from the same string, very intricate looking and absolute fun, right? So do let me know how you enjoyed this project. Okay, there you go. Hope you had fun creating this project with me. I would love to see your creations, so hop on to our Facebook group Zenbees where all the after party fun happens. Share your works there and check out the creations by other Zenbees. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya Manne or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya so I get to see your lovely works there. And I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of these can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, email me to get information about my group classes or to schedule your private sessions. Well, something is in the making and all I can say right now is watch out for the space in my upcoming videos. Now it's time to comment, so please comment below and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. If you really enjoyed this project, then please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me, and that's all I ask from you. So I'll see you tomorrow, which is day 21, and we will be working with string number 6 to get your tile. Get your tiles ready, and I will see you tomorrow, day 21, with string number 6. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.